What's up, mutuals? We are back with another video, and today's video is going to be about, well, you guessed it, Spider-Man. With Spider-Man Brand New Day recently filming, we've been getting a lot of new set photos of Tom Holland's brand new Spider-Man suit, and let me just say, it looks fantastic.
Say that again?
No. So then I thought this might be the perfect guys to give you my personal ranking of every live-action Spider-Man suit from worst to best. And remember, this is my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Coming in at dead last, we have Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man's Vigilante Suit. To me, even though we only see the suit for like a brief second, I've never really liked it at all. Like I was never really a big fan of the sunglasses or the beanie. I always thought it just felt like he was wearing like a basketball with a beanie and sunglasses on it. It just always been weird to me. I just never really liked it, if I'm being honest. Next up, we have the stealth suit, or the night monkey suit, or however you want to call it. It was a fun little gag, but if I'm being honest, the entire black fit didn't really scream Spider-Man. Next up, we have the human spider suit. If I'm being honest, like, this suit's not really as bad as Andrew's homemade suit. I've always had a soft spot for this suit. Like, I remember playing the old PS2 game, and I spent hours like on the first few missions because I didn't really understand what I was doing, so I didn't really get that far in the game. So yeah, I just say I've always had a soft spot for this suit. Next up, I'm probably gonna get hate for this, but we have the Iron Spider suit. If I'm being honest, like, I've never really been a big fan of the Iron Spider suit. I don't like how the suit is pretty much entirely CGI, you know? It just doesn't really look anything like the classic Iron Spider suit from the comics. I was getting a little tired of all the nanotech suits, you know? Like, give me a real suit. Like, all the nanotech was kind of getting old, in my opinion. Next, we have the suit that he wore in No Way Home, but it was flipped inside out. To me, that one's just, it was alright for a split second, you know? I wasn't really a big fan of all the exposed wires and all the black and the yellow, or I think it was yellow. I don't know, I'm colorblind, give me a break. All the yellow webbing sticking around, it was alright for a brief second. It's not my favorite though. Now, next we have the Tom Holland's homemade Spider-Man suit. Now honestly, this was probably one of the most realistic suits out there, because this definitely looks like something that a broke teenager could have made from like supplies like at Walmart or Amazon. And who knows, maybe one day I might try to replicate that suit. Stay tuned for that, maybe. I don't know, I'm not very creative, but I'll try my best. Next up, we have the integrated suit. Now, he got this suit for when Dr. Octopus gave him back the nanotech that he took from the Iron Spider suit, and it made a gold emblem on the upgraded suit. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a big fan of the gold, if I'm being honest. It's not a bad suit, but it's not the worst suit ever, you know what I mean? There are worse suits and there are better suits. We're gonna get to the better suits right now. Now, we have the upgraded suit. I definitely enjoyed the black and red on this suit. It kind of like a callback from when Spider-Man first appeared back in 1962. At the time, his suit was red and black with little shades of blue. Although I wasn't really a fan of the small web shooters on that suit, but that's just what my only complaint about that suit. Other than that, I do like the white spiders on the logos on the suit. It's all right, you know. I enjoyed it. Next, we have Andrew Garfield's suit from The Amazing Spider-Man 1. And I'm gonna say, I personally think that this suit is underrated. This was a pretty good redesign of Spider-Man's classic design. And I get the suit got a lot of hate back in the day, but I personally enjoyed it. This suit, out of all the other Spider-Man suits, this makes Spider-Man look like the most like a vigilante. The Spider-Man suit that makes him look the most like an insect. He actually looks like a bug crawling around, and it looks pretty menacing. If I saw someone wearing that suit stalking me at night, I'd freak out too. Next, we have Toby Maguire's symbiote suit from Spider-Man 3. I personally really enjoyed this suit also. Like, it's not my favorite, but it was definitely a good new take on the symbiote suit. Not only did they give us a good symbiote suit, but in the same time, they also gave us one of the hardest Spider-Man poses in history. Underrated suit from an underrated movie. I personally like Spider-Man 3. I don't care what y'all say. Up next is the Stark suit. Now, this was a pretty good suit to introduce Spider-Man into the MCU with. Although my one complaint was about the suit is that the front logo was just a little too small, but other than that, the rest of the suit is pretty good. I actually like the black outlines on the suit, and I really do like Tom Holland's web shooters. The one thing that really blew me away at the time when this suit was first announced was the moving eyes. this was like the first time we got to see Spider-Man with moving eyes in live action, and I feel like that just made all the difference. This is a pretty good suit, but it's definitely not my favorite. Okay, we're getting into the good stuff. Next, we have the No Way Home final swing suit, and I know what you're gonna say. Isn't this the same as the Brand New Day suit? Well, yeah, they're technically the same, but there's a little bit of differences. For example, the red is a little bit darker, and so is the blue, and this suit actually has raised webbing. And I don't know if you all knew this, but at the end of No Way Home, they didn't make a suit. It was just entirely CGI. So I'm actually glad they actually have an actual suit for this. It would have been better if they had an actual suit instead of CGI, but at least we're getting one now. Top 3, baby. Next, we have the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. Now, for a long time, this has been considered the best live-action Spider-Man suit, and yeah, I can understand why. Like, almost everything about this suit is perfect. The eyes, the colors, just the emblems, like, I understand why. After the backlash that they got from Andrew Garfield's first Spider-Man suit, they went in and redesigned the suit and gave us one of the best live-action suits we've ever seen. And like, I deep down, I absolutely love this suit, and I do agree that it has been one of the best live-action suits. But unfortunately for me, that's not number 1. We're almost there though, so hang in. Coming in at number 2, we have the Brand New Day suit. Now, if you watched my other video about talking about the Brand New Day suit when it first appeared, like you'll notice how I talked about how this might be the best live-action Spider-Man suit we've gotten. It might be, because I mean, if we take a pic from the set of Brand New Day and a pic from comic book Spider-Man, and we just set them side by side, it looks pretty much almost identical. I deeply love this suit with a passion. This is definitely Tom Holland's best Spider-Man suit that he's gotten, and I cannot wait to see more of it. And like I said, I love this suit, but it's not number 1, and we are about to get to that. Coming in at numero 1, we have Toby Maguire suit. Now, some of you might think I'm blinded by nostalgia, and I might be, but I grew up with Toby Maguire's Spider-Man. I watched all 3 of his movies growing up. This was the first superhero movie that I ever watched when I was little. So in my childhood mind, like, this was Spider-Man. And yeah, his suit has experienced subtle changes throughout all 3 movies, but it's not really much. It's still pretty much the same suit. To me, everything about the Raimi suit was perfect. You know, the sharpness of the lenses, the silver webbing, the emblems on the front and the back. This was just perfect. Like I said, this was Spider-Man to me. Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man, and he'll always be the Spider-Man to me. And to this day, it still holds up as one of the perfect superhero costumes ever put on screen. It's simple, timeless, and iconic. Alright everyone, so that's my ranking of every live-action Spider-Man suit from worst to best. I hope I didn't miss any. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Tell me what your favorite Spider-Man suit is, because I would like to know your guys' opinions on this. Alright, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, with great power comes great responsibility.